Well, students, I talked a lot about India, Indian culture. I think we are done with India, and let me come back to the presentation. There are certain things that I want you to follow, and what I'm going to talk about, I think it's very useful. Okay, when you have presentations, even for other classes, you can follow the ideas, the tips that I'm going to give you for presentations. Okay, are we ready? All right, here we go. Presentation points to note. Okay, content, right? So this is like a presentation content that I'm going to talk about, okay? So before you have a presentation, what do you have to do? Number one is this, like, the points that I'm going to talk about, as I said, you can apply for any kind of presentation in even other classes or in the future, yeah. So if you have to do a presentation, come to this video, watch this video once, twice, or thrice, okay? All right, here we go. The first one is preparation and planning. So you have to have a plan, and you need to practice, and you need to prepare. So preparation is the most important stage. I already told you what you have to prepare. You have to have a topic, right? You have to, again, make the topic like specific, not too general, yeah. Specific topic, a catchy title you should have, and then after you have the topic, after you have the title, then you have to prepare. You need to look for information on internet. Now internet is a huge source where you can find a lot of information, and then you can also go through some articles, yeah, like some passages or books, right? And you need to filter those information. It's not just like you read the information and then provide all the information. No, you don't do that, yeah. After you read, let's say after you read 5 pages, you're going to have, let's say, 10 sentences. 5 pages, then you make it into 10 sentences. So you're going to summarize it. You're going to give us the most important points or most important details. Okay, so that is the preparation part, yeah. And of course, you also have to practice. So prepare and practice, spend some time. Those are the most important stages. And what is number 2? The structure of the speech, yeah, and the use of language. So language is important, as you know. The best way is to write the sentences, what you're going to speak out, because you are practicing, you are learning English. If you're good at the language, then you don't have to really do it, but it's always advisable to have a script. Even great orators, speakers, they all have scripts. They have people to write scripts for them, but then you are students, so you need to have this kind of practice, this kind of habit to write a script. I hope you understand what is a script. The script is the sentences that you are going to speak in the presentation. So write the script, have a structure. Yeah, the structure also, I will talk about it in a minute. Yeah, a simple structure. Yeah, and then the language part. Yeah, so make sure that you have good vocabulary, you have good sentences, and because it talks about the content. Language is just like a tool to express the ideas and the topics, right? All right, so these are the contents of a presentation, preparation, and then the structure of the speech or structure of the presentation, and then the use of language. So use of language is fluency. This is number 1. You have to be fluent, yeah. Not speak too slow, because we don't have the patience to listen to a slow presentation. I have listened to many slow presentations before. I hope you can practice. Even your English is not that good. If you spend time in practicing, I'm sure you can speak a bit faster. Okay, so have a flow of the language, yeah, speaking fluency, focus on it and practice it. Okay, so these are 2 aspects, and the next one is the visual aids, because any presentation, especially PPT presentations, you have to have visual aids or some pictures or graphs or charts that you can explain so that the audience can understand, yeah, and they can remember. Okay, so visual aids, pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? Yeah. So, and make a best use of the pictures. Okay, I think I already talked about don't have too many pictures. So visual aids. All right, that's number 3. And then number 4. What is number 4? This is, again, it's not easy, but I hope you can try it. And as I said, If not, if you're not able to do it in our class, future presentations, you have to have this in your mind, that you need to create some kind of interest in the audience. Yeah. So how to create this interest in the audience? You have to interact with them. You have to build a relationship with them. You can ask them a question, ask them to raise hands, ask them to do some, gestures, yeah, or you ask rhetoric questions, yeah, where they don't have to answer, but you just ask them these questions, right? So create some kind of interest in them, yeah. That's number 4, and number 5 is body language. Body language is your gestures. I will also explain a bit in the other video. Your voice is very important. You have to speak loud and clear. Again, a lot of experience, students' presentations, sometimes I can't hear them clearly. I hope you be aware of your voice, and you raise your voice and you speak loud and clear. And pronunciation, of course, it's also important, right? Yeah. And then, you don't have to really worry about the pronunciation, just some words. If you think that word you're not able to pronounce, then you practice just that part. You don't try to practice all the sentences, all the words, because that's going to be a lot of work. Okay, just specific words you can practice pronouncing. Okay, all right, so this is the content of presentation. Okay, I hope you understand and follow it. Okay, see you later.